If you're getting into music production, one of the biggest questions you would probably run into is this: should you use headphones or speakers? This matters more than many people realize because how you listen affects every decision you make. Things like levels, balance, EQ, and even how confident you feel about your mixes. So in this video, I'm going to explain it very simply. The pros and cons of headphones, the pros and cons of speakers, which one makes most sense for beginners, and how to get good results even if you only have one option. This topic feels confusing because most of what you see online is professional studios, large speakers, treated rooms, perfect setups. But that is not how most people start. Most people make music in bedrooms, apartments, shared spaces, or home offices. So the real question is not what is best in theory, it's what works best in real life. Let's start with headphones. Headphones give you very direct and detailed sound. They remove the room from the equation, which is a big deal. Your room has a huge impact on what you hear, and headphones bypass that completely. And honestly, that is one of the biggest reasons headphones are so useful for beginners. There are some clear advantages to headphones. They're more affordable than speakers, they work in any room, they do not disturb people, they let you work any time of day. For beginners, headphones remove several problems before you even start. You do not need acoustic treatment, you do not need to worry about placement, you just put them on and work. That said, headphones are not perfect. They place sound directly in your ears, which is not how people normally listen to music. Stereo width can feel exaggerated, low end can be harder to judge, and long sessions can become fatiguing. This does not mean headphones are bad, it just means you need to learn how they translate. Not all headphones are the same. For music production, you will usually hear about two types: closed-back headphones and open-back headphones. Understanding the difference between these helps a lot. Closed-back headphones are sealed at the back. This keeps sound inside the headphones and reduces leakage. The pros are that they isolate well. They're ideal for recording vocals or instruments. They work better in noisy environments. The cons are they can feel more enclosed. They can cause ear fatigue during long sessions. They can sound slightly less natural in terms of stereo imaging. If you plan to record vocals, closed-back headphones are often the safest option. Open-back headphones allow sound and air to pass through the back. This creates a more open and natural sound. The pros are they provide a more spacious and realistic stereo image. They are often more comfortable for long sessions. They make it easier to judge balance and depth. The cons are that sound leaks out. They let background noise in. They're not suitable for recording with microphones. If you mainly produce and mix in a quiet space, open-back headphones can be very enjoyable to use. There's no single correct answer. If you record vocals or instruments, closed-back headphones usually make sense. If you're mainly producing and mixing, open-back headphones can feel more natural. Both work. What matters is learning how your headphones translate to the real world. One quick note before we move on, I'm not going to recommend specific headphones or speakers in this video. That's a whole topic on its own because the right choice depends on your budget, your room, and how you work. Models change, prices change, and what works for one person might not suit someone else. So take the principles we're talking about here, do some research, and choose something that fits your needs and budget. Now let's talk about speakers, often called studio monitors. Speakers place sound into the room, which is closer to how music is normally heard. This can help with balance, space, and overall feel. Many people also find speakers more comfortable for longer sessions. The main advantage of speakers is perspective. You hear how sound interacts in your space. You feel low end more naturally. Making balancing decisions feels more intuitive. This can be helpful for arranging and mixing. Speakers also come with challenges. They're often more expensive than headphones. They require more space, and they're heavily affected by the room. In an untreated room, speakers can mislead you, especially in the low end. Buying more expensive studio monitors does not fix your room problems. Your room reflects sounds. Walls, ceilings, desks, and floors all affect what you hear. Without treatment, what you hear is a mix of the speakers and the room. This is why speakers can be tricky for beginners. For most beginners, headphones are usually the better starting point. They are consistent, they remove room issues, they can be affordable and practical. This does not mean speakers are bad, it just means they work best when the room supports them. Yes, you can mix entirely on headphones, many people do. The key is learning how your headphones sound by listening to reference music regularly. Familiarity matters more than the tool itself. If you can use both headphones and speakers, that is ideal. Headphones for detail, speakers for balance. But this is a bonus, not a requirement. The biggest mistake beginners make is assuming speakers automatically mean better results. In many home setups, headphones give more reliable feedback. Progress comes from listening skills, not gear upgrades. Here is the simple takeaway. If you're starting out, use headphones and learn them well. Add speakers later if your space allows. Both are tools, neither one is magic. Your progress comes from practice, consistency, and finishing music. If you want, leave a comment letting me know whether you're currently using headphones, speakers, or both for your music. It's always interesting to see how people are working. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.